frick is wrong with the ones that are responding like, what is wrong? Who?
Like, so many
Look,
people call him weak. You supposed to be the man, blah blah blah. You get a say too. And this is what's wrong with y'all. Make letting yeah. What's up, everybody? I'm Dominique.
and I am Brandy, and we are your host of Hey Fave, a weekly podcast where two best friends get together and talk about everything and nothing at the same time. What's going on, everyone out there?
Hola, people. I hope you're well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, of course, we
Well.
acknowledged. Okay, yep. Of course, we acknowledged Mother's Day. That was a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
But like that same week was Teachers and Nurses Appreciation Week. So shout out
Absolutely.
to all the teachers and
Yes.
nurses.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, we've said it before and we will continue to say it. You guys are super valuable and irreplaceable and super duper necessary. So we appreciate all you do. It takes special people to be teachers and nurses. Um so yeah,
Because
shout out to you
Jesus.
guys. We hope
Mm-hmm.
you felt appreciated and acknowledged during your week and all the time, not just the week.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Yeah.
And then also the month of May is Mental Health Awareness Month.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
over here we are advocates for uh making sure your mental health is good. So
Mm-hmm.
this is your
Yes.
reminder
Get your life.
to make sure you're taking care of yourself and being aware of your mental health and doing whatever you have to do to maintain and improve it.
Absolutely.
Yes. So,
Absolute.
speaking of teachers, let's just do a little fun random question of the day
Oh.
to shout out our teachers, I guess.
Speaking
It's
of
two quick
teachers.
questions. First, do you remember all of your teachers like that you've had?
I don't remember every single, or do I? I don't remember every single one. I'll have to
Oh,
literally think like from kindergarten all the way up.
I remember all of my elementary school teachers. Middle school and high school is where it gets shaky. And then it's like I remember teachers that I didn't even have, like that were just, like cool or whatever or around for middle school and
Yeah.
high school. I can name all of
Yeah.
my elementary school teachers from kindergarten to fifth grade.
And I guess because we had only one teacher, when we get in
Yeah.
middle and high school, it's so many. We have
We had three or
multiple.
four. I think we had
Yeah.
four.
Mm-hmm.
Um but I remember some of them. I know,
Dang.
like I remember my math teacher was eighth grade math, I believe. R.I.P. to Mr. Brown. Um I remember the science teacher. I believe that was seventh grade, Mr. W, because he had a long, kind of like Mike Wazowski, but it was like
Hmm.
Wablowski or something like that.
Oh. Yikes.
Um, yeah, and that's where. So I remember experiment in that class. We took a can, we crushed a can with ice, pretty much.
Oh.
You do the boiling water or something, and then you flip it over into a bowl of ice real quick, and it crushed the can. Really cool.
Oh.
I like that. Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, do you
Yeah.
have a favorite teacher?
Excuse me. Both my band teachers, high school, middle school, Miss Adderton, third grade, Miss Graves, fourth, fifth grade, gym teacher. Miss McIntosh, that's high school. I think that's freshman year. She was our keyboard computer class teacher. Yeah. I'm sure there's some more, but yeah. I do not, I can't remember their names. Is There's a couple. There's one teacher that was my opera vocalist teacher. But he's passed. Mr. Banks, that's his name. He's passed away. He was one of my favorite. Also, my marching band teacher, director, uh, Mister oh Mister Reed. Jesus, I'm trying to get everything. But yeah, that's college. So yeah, I mean, I have a couple. I have a couple of spread. Doctor Ware. She was my English teacher. She helped me a lot. I could have been kicked out, but she helped me a lot. She was the dean for mass communications, and she was my English teacher. And the fact that I was missing some of her classes, and she pulled me to the side and was like, "Hey, get your life, okay? Or I'm gonna have to kick you out of college." I was not focused. I don't know what was going on. Anyway, I have many favorites, but anyway, yeah.
I probably for elementary school, my favorite was probably my second grade teacher, Miss O'Malley. Um, and then for a while, my fourth grade teacher, he was cool, and then he was like mean. He turned mean halfway through the year, and we were like,
Mm,
"What happened to you, sir?" Um,
oh, might have been
but the
going
kids
through
might
some
have stressed
life
him out.
situation or
Yeah,
that.
possibly, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then middle school, I guess my math teacher, eighth grade math, probably Mr. Brown.
Mm,
Um,
I didn't have no favorite math teachers.
well,
Mm,
math is my thing. So, um, and yeah, I don't know if I think the guidance counselor from high school was probably a favorite more than any teachers. Like we had some cool teachers too, but I think the guidance counselor was probably more of
mm.
our favorite. Shout out to Miss Austin. Um,
Hey,
yeah, and in college, I was just there. Praise the
Yankees.
Lord, we made it out. Hallelujah.
Hey,
Um,
hey, hey. Gotta do what you gotta do. Mm-hmm.
absolutely. But yeah, cool. Just a little give a little shout out to the teachers. Shout out to our teachers
Yes.
that we actually
Shout
had
out.
and all that. Um,
Shout out to y'all.
cool.
Ah.
In other news, in the current news, yeah, it is current. Keith Lee just had his first food festival. Well, it was food and music festival. It was called Family Day in New
Heard about
Orleans.
that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looked like it was a good time. Of course, with any time, it's like the first time of something. Like if it's the
Mm-hmm.
first of something, they have their kinks to work out. But overall, it seems like most people had a good time. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so shout out to him for that. That's not what we're talking about, but I want to give him that shout out first, and maybe he see it. Oh, and then he's already announced the next one will be in Chicago. So it was in New Orleans this year. So I guess for people that
Mm.
don't follow or didn't know, quick
Yeah.
summary. They had live art. They had a stage, so there were like artists. It was like I saw Toby, um, Kurt Franklin was on there, Andre
Okay.
Day. Like it was some good artists, and then he mostly had like local restaurants from New Orleans, like some local small businesses, and then also
Okay.
some of the other businesses he's tried. Because he does the food tours in different areas, so you could go
Mm-hmm.
get you taste different food and drinks and stuff. Um,
Okay.
so yeah, it looked like a good time. But what I want to talk about, he before the festival, he got into a little. He wasn't in no hot water. He was just facing some backlash
I
from
don't.
people.
Stupid.
Um, Pretty much, yeah. He said he was on the Kiki Palmer show. What? The Kiki Palmer? One more time. Kiki Palmer show,
Mm-hmm.
and the topic came up. I think she might have asked him if they were having any more kids or something like that because
Mm-hmm.
they now have three.
Mm-hmm.
And he pretty much told her, he was like, I leave that up to my wife. My wife decides how many kids we're going to have because she's the one that has to carry them. She's the one that has to have them and all of that.
Absolutely.
He was like, so like if she says we're done, I'm cool. If she says she want more, I'm also cool with that. But like that is her, I leave that up to her because all of that is on her.
Okay.
And
And he got backlash because
the
I'm
men
so
were mad.
confused. What?
He
Mad for
saw
what?
You a simp, whatever that means. Yeah, did you weak? You letting her make that decision? You should have a say too. And then I saw the argument. You're the one working the job to pay for the kid, so you get to say how many kids you want. And then I saw one dude. He was like, I don't care. I'm gonna have two kids, whether even if my wife decides just to have the one, I'm gonna have that second one somehow. And I'm just like, y'all,
What the freak is wrong with the ones that are responding like that? What is wrong? Who?
like so many
Look,
people call him weak. You supposed to be the man, blah blah blah. You get a say too. And this is what's wrong with y'all. Make letting yeah. Yeah, I was like, they found a way to be mad about that because he cares. He likes his wife. He realizes what goes into having a baby. Yeah.
not knowing that if it was flipped around and they were having the babies, they would be saying the same thing. And probably couldn't even take it. Y'all couldn't even take darn period cramps with the little tester that I've been seeing.
Oh
People
yeah.
be talking, guys talk junk about how periods are, oh, y'all just be complaining, and then be testing, can't even handle the freaking first level. And
Yeah.
then you're sitting there just feeling it. You're not working, continuing to work, take care of the household, do whatever, run a business, still on your period. Like,
But also, they don't even think. I'm like, the people that were upset. I'm like, he said nothing wrong. That sounds like a man that cares about his wife. And then like, especially like with the statistics, with the I, like having a baby can be dangerous, and it can be more dangerous for brown people sometimes
some of them
statistically.
don't care
Like,
none about that.
I'm like, so y'all don't. I'm like, what if your wife has had like challenging pregnancies, and you're like, I don't care. I said I want this many. This is how many we gonna have. Like, and so of course I've heard people weigh in on it. Like, I saw the clip myself before I watched other people talk about it. But yeah, like other
I
people
don't
have
even
weighed
need
in.
to watch it.
So yeah,
Like, what
just
the
what you
freak?
said. Kevin Angel talked about it. Um, Kevin on stage, that chick Angel, they talked about it, and pretty much they were like, "Yeah, no, if dudes had to have the babies, there would not be as many kids." Kev was like, "Oh, I'd be absolutely not," and like he was like, "I would be horrible pregnant." He was like, "I'm terrible when I'm sick."
And I'm sure most of and I'm sure the guys that said it
Possibly,
weren't
I don't
even
know.
married, or in a
Eh,
relationship, just out here.
Yeah, Angel said her husband
Boy,
told her after their first kid, and he was like, "Oh yeah, if I had to do this, we would not have any." And I saw a few husbands say that, like when they decided to, because like most of them think that all the men that were upset are dumb. Like most, yeah, the,
I agree.
yeah, like so I
Mm-hmm.
I saw a lot of husbands be like, what, or the wives are like telling like what their husbands said, and it's like, yeah, no, absolutely, like, what do you mean? Why is he weak for like? Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so that was, I just wanted to, speaking of mental health, they need some help. They are unwell.
And you know what? And some and a lot of men do respond to the dumb ones.
Yeah.
A lot of men do respond. I do see women responding even more, but I just wish that the ones that do right,
Hmm.
like, would. I mean, I guess they ain't listen to nobody, so they can't put them in their place. But it's like,
Yeah. Also, I don't think those type of people are worth arguing with either.
no, not at
Like,
all.
so
Because what?
yeah. I think the
I have no
wildest
words.
one, other than you get to decide. The wild one to me was, I don't care. I want two kids, and even if my wife decides she wants to stop after one, I'm having two kids. I'm like, so you were just pre planning a cheat before you even you pre
Right,
planning a
like,
side baby because you want two kids no matter what. I'm like, y'all are insane.
ooh. And and
But
and,
then,
and the government want to know why women not having kids no more. Have you seen what's out here? Have you
Lord.
seen what's out here? And again, it's not everybody. It's not
Oh yeah, no.
everybody.
They're just
But
the loudest
it
ones.
it's crazy that a lot of women are going through the same thing, can relate to the same,
Oh yeah.
like, it's just crazy. It's crazy to me. I don't know. That's crazy. Keith Lee, sir, you're not wrong. Okay,
At
keep
all.
doing you. Keep being
Mm-hmm.
a man. I don't know why they keep calling the ones that actually care about their family, take care of their family, simps. Like that's like that's offensive or so. Like what? Like
Or what's
I
the other
just don't
word?
understand.
Pandering. Pandering to women. I'm like,
Yeah,
or you're just being not what is the word? I don't know, but having some sense.
y'all let us know every day that y'all don't like women.
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. I got nothing on that. I was like, no, that's all I had. They're nuts. Keith's right. A lot of men showed up and backed him up. I'm like, yeah, no, they tripping.
Like the
You
physical,
know.
but not the actual
Oh yeah.
as a woman. That's
Yeah.
basically
So
it.
so somebody was like in the comments, they're like, the people that are mad at Keith for saying this are the same people that got mad at Kev on stage for telling him to go to the doctor. Like he literally just said, men, go to the
He
doctor.
telling you to
And
take
they were
care of yourself, and y'all got mad. Like what is
so
wrong?
like
You
I
you
said,
got
they're
you got
unwell.
Russell Wilson take over a family and become a father to a little boy that's not his and take care of his family. He's called a simp because he's taking care of his family and taking care of a child that's not even his or claims is his. Like I don't understand. Anytime somebody's actually doing something good or taking care of their family or being a good man, is something wrong with
They
that? But let them do something stupid. Oh, let them do something stupid. I hear nothing. Hear nothing. Give them props. All the things. Okay, whatever. I'm off. Stuff like that makes me so. That's just so annoying. What happened? What is happening? What?
I don't know. I don't even know
I,
if it's
I'm.
who raised y'all. I don't know. I don't know.
I will
But
never
they are
believe this.
unwell.
I do hear people saying like some women saying like there are no good men. I'm never gonna believe
Oh
that.
yeah.
I'm never going to believe that there are still men out here who want to be men.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah,
Like literally, like I think, yeah, I just think it seems that way because the ignorant ones or the crazy ones are just the loudest. That's all.
we need to flip
Because the
that
ones that
some
got some
type of
sense,
way.
they don't have time to. The ones that got some sense are about something. They don't have time to be in these comments sections
You're
just
right.
flooding you with foolishness. They are out here actually living
Exactly.
life and being productive humans.
You're right.
So
You're right.
it's like they're just the dummies are just the loudest. That's all.
Take their phone, Lord.
Uh.
Take their phone. Disconnect their internet, Lord.
And
Amen.
their mics and all that.
Mics,
Because some of them got podcasts. I
internet.
know some people feel the same. They be like, they just give anybody a podcast. Yeah, yeah, they do. They be like, I've
Unfortunately,
seen some comments that like, please stop the sales on the mics.
or make them higher. Something. I don't know.
um,
No. That's
Lord.
crazy.
Um,
Mm.
but yeah. So
Anyway,
in other news, also in the news. Well, it was past news, but it was in the news nonetheless. Megan the Stallion, and Clay Thompson. If you didn't know, they were together. but now they are no longer together. They have broken up. Allegedly, was it confirmed? I'm just gonna say allegedly to cover us. Clay cheated on Meg, and she ended things, but that's not even what I'm talking about. We don't even got to talk about. Everybody has their think pieces and opinions and thoughts, and
The amount,
somehow people they still found a way to blame Meg. Somehow, it's.
the amount of disrespect that I saw when that happened was crazy to me. The amount of
It's
disrespect.
crazy. I don't understand
I
why they don't
yeah.
like her. Everybody, they're just so mean to Meg. I don't even follow her like regularly. I just know of her. The people they want to hate Meg the Stallion, and it's like every chance they get, they hop on there and do their best.
And you know what? And that's a great example of when I was saying that, you have the good men out here and they call them names and try to say that they're simp and all pandering. And then you
Mhm.
have guys who actually come out here doing stupid stuff and it's like they're praised for it.
You're right, because
They're
that was the
praised
case.
for it.
Wasn't that the case? Like when they saw him all lovey dovey with her, and they called him weak and all of
Yeah,
that,
that like they
called
were
him
getting
dumb.
going, they were
But
getting
now
on
that
his
sounds
case.
like it sounds like he cheated on her. They're like, oh yeah, City Boys up. Like what?
Right,
What?
celebrating it. That is so backwards to me. So backwards, but
Yeah, yeah.
mm, 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 mm,
But what I
mm.
want to talk about, I saw this quote somebody posted. Because she made a post or whatever. Oh, I have a. We can save it. I just had a thought. How she like ended her run on Broadway early because of all of this. I'm like, now wait a minute now. You can't be letting this kind of stuff get in
It
the
was
way of your
sad
money,
though.
shawty.
I did see a video where she was crying at the end of the show. I was like, dang, it's like we be so happy when we see people happy and then people do stupid stuff.
Yeah.
It's so sad. I don't know.
But
Yeah.
yes, back. So I saw a post. Somebody post. So in her post, she had quoted that he had like horrible mood swings during basketball season, and
Hmm.
somebody decided to make a post. So he said he showed his son and started talking to his son about how important it is to find the right partner that understands how difficult it really is to compete at the highest level. Um, he said it's not a shot at Meg. He knows she's not lying about that. And then he also said there will be days that you come home and feel like trash and you can't do anything right. And that partnership will be the thing that either fills your cup so you can go harder tomorrow or breaks what's left of you. Let's see. It's a ministry all in itself to be able to pour back into someone that's doing anything at a high level. So to me, when he said that, I'm like, to me, it's like I don't know if he misunderstood. So what it sounds like, he took that. She was just like, I'm at least I don't have to deal with his mood swings anymore. And he's like, this is why it's important to have somebody that can pour into you in those times. I'm like, or it's important. Sure, have somebody that could be there and be supportive, but also teach your son. I hope you also took the opportunity to teach your son you can't come and like just because you're in a bad mood dump all your stuff on your person. Like I hope the lesson was double-sided. Sure, yes, look for somebody that can
Exactly.
stick and ride with you in those times and knows how to be supportive, but also teach your son not to come home and take out his frustrations on his wife or his
Yeah, because she
girlfriend.
didn't do
Like,
nothing. The kids didn't do nothing. She didn't do anything. The
so that
thing is,
like
she's
I
still
saw,
supporting him through that. She's still
and so
supporting him through that.
that was my. I was wondering, like, from Meg's post, did it sound like it? What didn't sound like she was bashing him. It just sounded like, well, this isn't something we had to deal with. But it sounds like he took her post that way. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, She could have just been acknowledging them. Like, it's not like she could have been supportive. Like, we don't know. Um, like we don't know what she did. Like, I understand you want to, teach your sons lessons, but like I said, I think my main thing was I hope the lesson was double sided. And I saw some people like before I even got to the comments, that was my thought. And then I saw some other people in the comments that were like, well, I hope you also taught him to learn to manage his emotions and all of
Yeah,
that.
because you just
That
you
comes
putting
with
all that on your partner. Like, who wants to deal with that?
yeah.
That because you lost the game, now everybody got to deal with your attitude.
I mean,
Like, I'll give you some
like I get
space. I understand that makes some people upset or whatever, but there's still no reason to be taking it out on people that had nothing to do with that, especially the people that's going to be there and take care of you after this is gone.
yeah. Yeah. Like to me his lesson sounded one-sided, but
It
you can.
does. It absolutely does.
And
It
so he did
does.
a follow-up post. He said, "Let me spin this around so that every gender can see it, because some of y'all only see it if it benefits them." He said, "If my wife was a WNBA player and she had an awful night and they lost, I'm not expecting her to be happy when she gets home. I'm expecting to have to speak life into her all night. I'm expecting her confidence to be a little off. I'm not saying you need to get some therapy for that because the game is over now. You need to be in control of your emotions. I understand the assignment of a helper, husband, and best friend. I'm also expecting to pray that doubt off. Supporting her would be no problem because it comes with the job. It would be, come here, you're great, you're still the one. You hungry? Come put your feet up. You're one of the best on the planet. Then do you want to go and get some shots up in the morning? I'll go with you. Some of y'all don't need any type of high level anything, because then you just be like, this person come up in here with them mood swings again or something like. But I'm like,
Again,
this.
you should have did both sides. Yes, that's being supportive. Duh, we're gonna be supportive, absolutely. But because you're mad about something, does not
Mhm,
mean to take it out on you. All of us get mad at something. Are
mhm,
you going? Never mind. Everybody gets mad at something. Okay, all
mhm.
right. Buttons are pushed. Whatever. Does that mean that, yeah, go ahead and lash out and whatever? You need to learn how to regulate your emotions.
For
Okay,
sure.
or communicate that. Hey,
Mhm.
not a good mood right now. Like, just give me some time. Give me a moment. Give me a couple hours. Feel free, please go do what you got to do to calm yourself down. We know you lost the game. I'll be right here when you. But it sounds like from, you know, I don't know. I don't know.
The way
Dealing
it
with
was
horrible
posted
mood
seemed like
swings,
it
it
was
seems
all.
like,
It sounded like not. He's like, he said it wasn't a shot towards Megan, but it definitely seemed like just because she said whatever she said about his um mood swings, he took that as like she only saw it as like she wasn't supportive.
yeah.
It's like he twisted it, or what, or the way he presented the lesson. It sounds like, well, yeah, you're gonna have to do all this, no matter how they act, because you should expect that, because like that's just what comes with it. But and like you said, I'm like, yes, you, if sure, you expect some level of frustration. That's when y'all learn how to navigate that. And sure, yes, you take the opportunity to be supportive and pour into them, but that also doesn't give them a license to come home and be a jerk.
Right. You dealing with somebody on the highest level. I don't care what level you on. Learn how to deal with your emotions and don't be lashing
Yeah.
out on anybody. I don't care what level you on. I don't care how professional where yo. I don't care. I don't care. Please don't. I understand you will be upset, but I don't know. And then and I don't know. I don't know. Yes and no. I agree, but then please add that, hey,
Also
let's
regulate your stuff.
exactly.
Learn how to. Okay. Just to I found Meg so she said blah blah blah. That's not important. Holding you down through all your horrible mood swings and treatment towards me during your basketball season, and now you don't know if you can be monogamous. Hey guys, like my shirt? That's me on my shirt wearing my Faith Over Logic hoodie. How cool is that? I'm sure you've seen me wear Faith Over Logic t-shirts and hoodies quite often, so I figured why not tell you a little more about it. So Faith Over Logic is my faith-based apparel brand. You can find it at faithoverlogic.com. The goal is to give you a wearable way to encourage yourself and others to trust God more than you need for things to make sense according to your own logic, because it won't always make sense. So your faith needs to outweigh your need for things to make sense. We have the hoodies, we have sweatshirts, we have t-shirts, we've got hats, leggings, all kinds of things. Multiple ways for you to go out and share your faith and look good while doing it. There's also a blog over there where every once in a while I try to drop something encouraging or inspirational. So you can check that out if you like. Subscribe to the blog, get your merch, share with your friends, all of the things. Find everything you need at www.faithoverlogic.com. So she said she held him down, so that means she did support him through his mood swings and stuff. So, but like I said, he said it wasn't a shot at her. But yeah, the lesson, the way he worded his lesson seemed, both posts still seemed one sided. It sounded like this is what you look. Make sure you look for someone that can support you in this. And then the second post just seemed like, yes, I expect to do this for anybody, like this is what I expect to have to do. And it sounds like you're still excusing bad behavior. You could be potentially excusing bad behavior, is what it sounded like. So yeah,
And it's one of my favorite artists. It just pissed me off. Made me mad.
So okay. I feel like we, because I didn't want to be messy. That's why I say his name.
Okay, and you still don't have to.
He's gotten himself into some things. He like to, every once in a while he like to talk. So
and I was gonna say that. I was gonna say, like, this sounds like you just want to jump on the Megan.
No.
Let's beat up on Megan train.
But I think he believes I think he believes what he posted though. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but it's like a let me add my 2 cents in there too.
It's possible. Because he didn't have to. He could have literally just had this talk with his son and kept it moving.
And yeah.
I just hope like I've been saying, and where we're about to shift, I just hope it was a balanced conversation. Like, I hope he talked about both. Yes, it is important. It's important to regulate your emotions and all of that. Just like it's important to find the person who is there for you. Like, yes, look for somebody that's gonna be there and can be with you in the stuff. Absolutely. But also, you can't beat up on the person that is trying to be there for you.
Absolutely, because y'all be looking at us like we crazy on our period. Y'all want us to not, whatever. Everybody doesn't have that issue with minstrels, so never mind. I don't know why that happens, but yeah, we all don't go through that.
Nope.
Okay.
So I feel like we should talk about the balance between the two.
Yeah.
Because instead of just focusing on one side or the other, I feel like it's important to talk about the balance between the two. So I guess my first question is, what is the difference between supporting someone, and what is the difference between being supportive and then just being an emotional punching bag or dumping ground?
I don't know. I think the difference is boundaries. I think that's the difference. Now you just coming in and just, I'm taking all of your emotions and there's no boundary to it. Like it's like there's no stopping points to it. I'm just taking everything. Supportive. Wait, did I understand that question correctly?
Like, what is the difference between being supportive or just being like the dumping ground or somebody's emotional punching bag? Yeah, I get. I would need to hear the other side of that answer before I can say whether or not you understood it. But yeah.
So supportive, yes, being there
Mm-hmm.
when you need me, being there when you need me, and me also understanding that hey, you may need some space or whatever, taking that space, allowing you to have that space and still being supportive, like not being like nagging and keep bothering, but actually giving you that space and being respectful of how you feel and all of that. To me, that is supportive. Being a punching bag is just it. There's no boundary. There's disrespect. There is like it's like not a care in the world. Like you're just giving it all, but not really caring about how I may feel or how I may take it. I guess that's the difference. And
Okay.
I don't know. That
No,
in
I
my
think
mind,
yeah.
that is the difference.
I think support becomes emotional dumping, or you turn into an emotional dumping bag, punching bag. It's like when you're trying to be supportive, so you just let them. You don't care how they act because it's like, oh, I'm just trying to. I
I'm just
understand,
here.
so you can talk to me crazy because I understand you had a bad day, or like you can take it out on the whole
Yes,
household because it's like you make
you're
allowances. Like there's a
excusing it.
difference between there's a difference between understanding. Okay, we already know he ain't have a good day, so let's
Hmm.
give him his space to. Now you got the kids hiding, or because daddy's gonna come in going off, or mommy's coming in and she's just like there's a difference between giving space, or everybody already knows, like you lashing out at everybody, or even not even just husband, wife, kids, friends. You out here fussing at your friends and stuff just because you stressed, like, or you just dumping it all on them, no concern with whether or not they have the capacity to even process what you
Yeah,
got going on. Like,
exactly.
I feel like,
Yeah,
and the reason that they're there is because they're trying to be supportive, but then they excuse your bad behavior or your whatever behavior because they're trying to be supportive. I think that's when when the person has
yeah,
become a punching bag or just an emotional dumping ground. And
yeah. Please, have your emotions, but I will never, ever, 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 ever allow you to talk to me crazy and be disrespectful. I will be as supportive as you need me to be, but you gonna be respectful. And if not, I'll be happy to let you know. Hey, get your life together. Please have your emotions, but let's 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 be respectful because you wouldn't want me to do that to you. And
no,
then it becomes, oh, you're nagging. Oh, y'all get on my nerve. All that. So let's have that same respect for each other.
yeah,
Let's have that say. I'm
or
never gonna excuse that the disrespect. I'm not gonna do that. Never. Mm-mm. No. I
yeah,
don't care
that's
what
like
level
being
you're
the
on.
one friend that you be like, we can't take you nowhere, or we can't. Or if we know a lot's going on, it's like we can't even talk to you because you just gonna cuss us out. Like, if you've developed that kind of reputation, you should probably do some work on yourself and your emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's
Yeah.
like I saw this TikTok. This lady, she went to Disney with her. It was like her husband, her kid, and like they had a couple friend, like a trip. They had a
Mm-hmm.
friend that was in town, so they all went to Disney with their kids. I
Mm-hmm.
took the long way around there, and that's all I had to say. These couples went to Disney with their kids. Friend trip.
Yes.
Um
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and something happened with a stroller situation. Some family took that stroller and the dad went over there and he found the stroller that they had rented and threw the other people's stuff on the ground, and then he got into an altercation or argument with the people, and it's like, sir, you can't do that, and he's like being loud and belligerent and all of that, and the wife is like, I can't say anything to him when he gets like this anyway, so I just walked away, like,
Mm-mm.
and so they got banned from Disney. I'm
Cause
like,
you
so
got
now
an
you banned
attitude.
because your husband couldn't keep it together. And then she told him, and he was like, well, you just embarrassed me. And then he like said something crazy to her, like she
See.
was wrong. And, um, but like, it's like he has that kind of temper. I don't know if that's the same. Well, I guess kind of. It's like, she's trying to de-escalate because she knows how he is. So that's where the support is, and then him just cutting a fool and then talking crazy to her. That turns into the punching bag situation. But yeah, so like that just made me think of that when you was talking about people talking to them crazy. It's like you always on eggshells around this person just because they in a mood. That's
just imagine the way that we act down here on this earth and God is up there. Just imagine he just gets so upset that he just strike all of us down because we getting on his nerves, or he got an attitude today because we not listening. Like,
well, everybody's
thank
not
you,
gonna think
Lord,
of
for
that though.
having compassion and forgiving, and I know we get on y'all on your nerves, sir, but I'm so glad that you haven't just snapped your fingers and got rid of us.
Lord.
Like, yeah, I'm just
I mean,
I
you're
I just
correct.
I would
Everybody's just not gonna
I
think of that.
don't yeah, I don't like when people just feel like they can just lash out at any time at whoever they want to, however they want to do it, when they want to do it, because that's just
Because you need to support me, and I'm having a bad day, and you're supposed to be there for me, so you're supposed to just take it because I'm having a hard time.
like, how does that sound? Like, it
Selfish is
just
really what it
sound
is.
it
It's
absolutely,
selfish. It's like you're only
absolutely.
concerned about how you're feeling or what you're going through, and not how your actions then affect those around you.
Yeah, it'll just now your whole family is banned from Disney, and I'll be pissed.
Listen,
You
I
get
was like,
me banned from
you need
Disney.
to appeal. You need to appeal that, Shawty. Get
I'm like,
that.
hey,
It
me,
was
I
him.
didn't do anything.
It was.
Can he be banned? Just him. He can be banned. Okay, don't
Listen,
ban me.
I need to go
Like, we
find the follow
separate
up.
in a marriage. We separate.
His actions do not reflect mine. His
I do not.
Me and my kid were
Mm-mm.
over here. We
We
tried to tell him to calm down. He cut
we
up.
don't know him.
We won't bring him back. We promise. We won't.
I, hey, you don't have to tell me twice, okay? I will never bring him
we
back.
won't. We won't bring
That's
him back.
crazy. Mm,
Yeah,
mm,
it
mm,
sounds like
mm.
that has been an issue anyway. Like based on the comments, people were like, "Hey, Shawty, that's a red flag. You need to do something." It sounds like she's in the process of trying to distance herself from him forever.
Mm,
Anyway, she's
mm,
gathering
mm,
all
mm,
she needs to do things legally. So it sounds like this
mm.
hurt his anger might be an issue in general. But
In general, yeah.
yeah, um,
Girl, I know you saw them red flags before.
listen,
Y'all better
he done
start paying attention to these
in
red
he put
flags.
up in the happiest place on earth. Yeah,
The
it sounds like she's
happiest.
dealing with that for a while, but she's doing what it sounds like she's gathering what she needs to do something about that.
Well, I
Um,
pray that she is safe
for
and she
sure.
safely gets out if that is the plan, and that
Yeah,
she's covered, safe. Amen. Yeah, look,
correct.
because
Um, oh yeah, because if he cut up like that
the type of
anytime,
things that's been happening lately
oh
is
yeah,
crazy to me. Okay?
yeah,
Mm,
yeah, for sure.
mm.
Um, but speaking of community, you mentioned communication, and it's
Mm-hmm.
like how do we know how to support people if we don't tell them? Nope, I said that backwards. How is someone supposed to know how to support us if we don't tell them how to? Like you just come
I
in mad, y'all never
mhm.
have a conversation. It's like just tell me what you need. Don't just
Yeah.
come in here. It's hard though. I should have finished my sentence. Well, no, because some people they need time to just like they just stop talking or like they need. I feel like you should still tell the person that because just not talking to them now you're shutting them out and that's rude too.
Well, see, I think that needs to be a conversation like from the beginning, dating
Correct.
stage. Hey, how do
Or
you deal with anger? Hey, when something has gotten on your nerves or something wrong has gone, something went wrong in your life. Like, how do you handle that, and how do you want me to support you in that?
I think any relationship
And set some
requires that.
boundaries. Hey, I
So
will support you, but I won't deal with this. Like it needs to be a conversation. It needs to be a
okay.
conversation. Everybody understanding how I may need some space. Hey,
So how I would say how does the conversation happen? Like, does it happen in advance, or do you wait till you run into something and then you be like, "Well, I don't like how that went. We need to talk about it." Like,
I guess it depends. Like, okay, if to me, if we've had this conversation in the beginning and we understand, hey, the boundaries in being angry about something and respect or whatever communication, and we have one of these situations where you are upset and I think everybody just remembering what each other has spoken about. Hey, if you're upset, let me not be disrespectful because she did say she does not deal with that. So I will
mhm,
kindly let her know respectfully, him or he or she. Hey, I need a moment. Can I take this moment? I don't think it's nothing wrong. I understand that you're mad about. There's nothing wrong with like take just pausing and just letting your partner know, hey, I know you
mhm,
want to talk right now. I really need this time, and then we can come
mhm,
back and talk. I don't there. It takes a couple seconds. I don't see nothing wrong. And then if both sides are respectful, they will understand that or
mhm.
understanding. They will get it. I'm like, all right, take your time, please. I don't know.
So it just needs to be a how do you need me to support you and vice versa
Mm,
type conversation. Just a random in the beginning conversation.
yeah.
Okay. Is it the same for friendship though? Like when does that conversation happen? Does it just over time or do you just randomly one day, hey friend, how do you need me to show up for you in such and such kind of moments?
Um. Yes, and throughout, I think from marriage is different because you are like that is you're with that person, you're living with you're with that person every single day. Friends,
Because
yes.
all
So I
relationships
think
deal
it's
with it
still
with friends, dating, like if you're interacting with the people, it's gonna happen at some point.
it
Depending like if you're
is.
involved in each other's lives. So
Yes.
it's a valid
Yeah.
conversation no matter which type of relationship it is. I just don't know like when does it come up?
I don't know. I think that just I don't know when that will come up. Um I was gonna say when it actually happens, but I
And that's
don't
what I'm
think
saying. Like
that's
it's not proactive, but that's a lot of times like that's you don't realize. I feel like a lot it like that's when people learn things in the moment. It's like you see, oh, this is how this person deals with stress.
yeah.
Or like I was saying, like something happens and you be like, well, I don't like how that just happened. So then you have a
Yeah.
conversation. It's like, hey, okay, so whenever this is happening, like I understand you got a lot going on, but I don't like the way blah blah blah. Or and then maybe that's when you ask, okay, so how should I show up for you for this? Or you can just be like, I'm trying to be supportive, but you are being a jerk. Like,
Yeah. It's still and it's still still a conversation. Maybe that's a reminder in marriage. Friendship. I, I I just think that these are conversations that people don't
They just
have and
no, that's
need
why
to
I'm asking.
have.
Like, when does it happen?
Yeah.
Like, do you have to be like, hey, let's have it, or does it just naturally over time come up,
And,
or should it naturally over time come up? Do you
natural,
know it
yes,
doesn't?
naturally over time it does come up. Um, yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why it's different for friendship,
I mean, I
or
don't. Well,
is
me
it
neither.
different for friendship?
I don't think
Like when
so.
you feel like you're getting close to somebody and you're getting really close and you feel
I
like,
think.
oh, like this is
Mhm. I think it
I
depends on the person, and like because like I know some people that will just randomly, like, they want to know. So how do you
yeah,
feel about, like, they just randomly ask questions like that? So I feel like for some people that random conversation would start up, but then I
yeah,
feel like the way some people are wired, they don't even think about it until till they're in it, and it's like,
until it happens.
um. But either way, we're saying the conversation needs to happen.
Yeah, yeah, it absolutely needs to happen for
So,
both.
well, yeah.
Yeah,
Did Well, no, no. I think we answered that. I was like, so pretty much in the I was going to ask, like, what should be included in the conversation, but it should just be like, well, this is how I like to be
hmm,
supported, and then you can
hmm,
ask the other person how they like to be supported,
hmm,
and then yeah, you go from there. You respect both of those.
yeah,
I think the issue is some people don't know. It's like, I don't know what I
yeah.
need. Um,
True.
I don't know what I need you to do or say, or I don't know. I just know I'm not happy. but
Mm,
like, but that's for them to work out. That's still not your fault or whatever. It just
yeah,
might make it
yeah,
harder for them to articulate. Okay, so do you
yeah.
think sometimes people just expect certain people to get it? Like, do you like, so like, we can go all levels. Do you expect your best friend to just know what to do or how to show up, or do you just expect your boyfriend to just know this is how what I need in this moment, or your husband to just, you know?
Nope. Because everybody do not operate the same way. You can't go into a relationship, friendship, taking something from somebody else and thinking it's gonna work for this person. No, I do not automatically think that they should automatically know. Absolutely not. Questions need to be asked. Questions need to be asked. I do
I
not
feel,
expect you to read my mind. I don't expect you to automatically know what to do. Um, yeah, no. You know,
okay.
but there are some people out here, and I'm just kind of like, I can't read your freaking mind. Like, say what's on your, say it. Say
Yeah, for
it.
sure. I feel like
Lord.
it's easy to fall into that though. You're correct. It still doesn't make it right, but I do think it's easy to fall into that. It's like, if you've even like friends or something, like you've been around a person long enough, you feel like they should have picked up on something. Like, and I feel like that's where a lot of the conflict does come, because people are like, well, you're not even supporting me. It's like, well, you ain't saying nothing, but then they're like, well, you should know because you're my friend, or you should know because you're my husband or wife.
Uh,
Um, but some people
no.
aren't intuitive. Like, I feel like you should
Yes.
be
I feel like if
proactive in
you
some
are,
ways.
yes. If you
If you
are that type of
Some people are
person where you
intuitive, yeah.
catch stuff like that, but if you're
But
not
some
and you
people
don't be
are
paying attention,
oblivious, and they don't mean to be. They just be clueless. So
yeah,
you gotta tell them. You gotta help them out. But like,
yeah,
like even if you do expect them to be like, oh well, we've been friends this long, or we've been together this long, like, you should. I do agree. I do feel like you should learn. You should learn along the way. Like, you
yeah,
learn the other person. You learn how people
hmm,
operate. Just, you know. But
yeah. But to be
ultimately,
sure, though,
I'm about to say, ultimately, if there's a disconnect, that is still on you. Like, even if you feel some type of way, like, oh, I feel like they should have known, you got to tell them that, because that's still on you if you ain't said nothing.
yeah, yeah, people mad at you for no, and don't even know they mad.
Yeah. Yeah, like some people just be oblivious and not even intentionally. That's just they don't pick up
Yeah.
on no signals or nothing. So they don't even know you mad at them, like you said, or if they do pick up, like something's off. They have no idea why.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bless their heart. Okay.
Know what?
But yeah, I do think some people just expect certain people, like depending on the closeness of the relationship. I do think what's it called? Unspoken expectations or something. Like that's what gets a lot of people in trouble and creates a lot of
Hmm.
tension because it's like you've had this set of rules or you've had these expectations, but you haven't verbalized them or articulated them, and now you over here
Yep.
annoyed and frustrated when you ain't said nothing.
Yep.
Um, and so I
Yep.
mean, I get it, but at the same time, I can see how people fall into that because you do feel like, well, I've said this or they've been around to see this, so they should know at least something.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Hmm.
okay, now we're saying that people should be able to communicate how they need to be supported or like what they need in those tense moments. On the
Yes.
other side of things, as their friend or as their spouse or as their whatever, because this could be a parent thing, a child parent. This goes for all relationships because kids be
Hmm.
having attitudes and mama just trying to one figure out how your day went, and you mad about something somebody said that ain't got nothing to do with your mama. But depending on your mama, you might get jacked up. But it's like, so this could be any relationship. Is we agree all levels, any relationship, if you're gonna have to do life together at some point, some conversations should be had, or you should learn some
Absolutely.
things over time.
Yeah.
Okay, on the other side of things, when people do communicate, it's like, hey, this is what I'm going through. It would be great if this is how you could show up for me in this. Do you think it's fair? Should that person be able to decide or let you know whether or not they can be there for you in that way? Did I ask that right?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And be straight up like, hey, I know you need this from me, but I can't do it. I think
Like I
just
can't.
being real. Just being real with what you can handle, what you can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody's open, letting everybody know what you can handle, what you can't.
Because then that teaches you
Yeah,
who you can go to for what. It was like, well,
exactly. Or if you
so
even want
does
to fool with that person. Period.
yeah. So that was about to be my next question. Should that alter how you see that person, or like should that make you feel some type of way about that person? Like if you're like, when I'm stressed, it would be great if you do this, or whenever I'm having a hard time, it would be great if this is how you could show up for me. And they're like, honestly, like I love you. I would love to support you, but I can't support you like that.
I
Should
think
you
if
be
it's
like, well, we weren't even
reasonable,
really friends, or we not even that close, or you should be able to do this for me.
I think if it's reasonable, now you can't be like, hey, every time I get mad, you gotta buy me some flowers every single time, and that's gonna make me happy. Like, I don't know, some people do that, but I don't know.
Even
I
if it's not
believe
their
that,
fault. Mm.
yeah, even if it's like, I think if it's reasonable, just to like maybe a check in, hey, come sit with me or whatever,
But I'm
and they be
saying, like,
like,
what if
nah,
the
I
answer is
can't do
no?
that,
Yeah,
then
you
if it's
side
like
eyeing them.
simple stuff like that, yeah, I'm gonna definitely be side eyeing you. Yeah,
Okay.
like the simple stuff that you should be doing anyway. Um, yeah, and you say you can't. Mm-hmm.
I think I would need to know why.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mhm.
if you're also at capacity or you're going through your own stuff, then it's like, okay, cool, I
Mhm.
understand you can't be here for me in the way that I need you to be. But if it's just
Mhm.
cuz you just being trash or you're just being or if you say you will be for be give you let's try that again. If you
Yep.
say you can show up for me in that way, but your actions but you're not. If you be like, "Yeah, I got you." For sure. Then when it's time for you to show up like that, you don't. Then for sure I'm side eyeing you. Especially if you didn't like give me a
Yeah.
heads up or
Yeah.
because I mean I know it's situational. So like even if you've been like, yeah, I rock with or yeah, that one. If I like I rock with you, we know how we're supposed to show up for each other. Be like,
Mhm.
I understand this shit's just happened and you probably need me to show up in the way that I have in the past, but right now I can't for this reason. Cool.
Yeah.
But if I'm expecting you to show up the way you have been or the way we've discussed and then you just leave me hanging.
And you don't say nothing.
Yeah. When you know this is like cuz I don't feel like it should have to be spoken every time. Like if you've learned it along the way, some whether through conversation or experience, and then like a new situation happens and you don't,
Mhm. I
you
agree.
drop the ball. Then for sure. But yeah, I think the reasoning behind why you can't support me depends on if that determines whether or not I'm side eyeing you. Because
Yeah.
everybody be dealing with stuff. Two people can have a bad day at the same time, and
Yeah.
then I feel like it's like you do want your friend or your person there for you, but it's like they also dealing. They want you to be there for them, so now y'all just both in a bad way.
Both of us just looking at each other like, hey.
Just pitiful. Or do you take that opportunity to just be there for each other? And it's like we are both just having a terrible day, and we're just gonna go do something to try to. So
You could. You could. Unless one of the people just don't want to be bothered if something is happening. Most of the time, I think I'm like that sometimes. Like, if something is like really going on, I'm like really frustrated and annoyed. Like sometimes I really want to be by myself. And that's not like anything against anybody. I just because I don't want to. I personally feel bad if I'm in a bad mood or I'm going through something, and then now I'm like, I feel like I'm putting that on you. I don't want to put anything.
but what if they open the door for it?
That is totally fine. For just how I am. I'm just kind of like, I appreciate you. I love you so much, and I thank you for trying to. But I just need to take this time.
Well, then yeah,
I
that
need to
makes
take this
sense.
time. Yeah. Um. Yeah. And that's. I think that's like I just don't want to put extra weight on somebody that is. They don't have to carry this weight that I'm carrying to. Like I just don't want to just put that on somebody else.
But if they're saying, "Let me help you carry it," then what?
Mm, mm. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. But
I
yeah.
mean, I get it. I mean, I'm just saying, like sometimes we do that. It's like we withdraw, or we like, well, I'm just gonna we seclude or whatever. It's like we make the assumption, oh, I don't want to put this on the person. And it's like, well, but you didn't give me the opportunity to say yes or no, or you didn't give me the opportunity to even try. You just assumed that I couldn't handle it,
And I will.
or if it was too much. And it's
Yeah.
like you gotta let people tell you no, or let
You're
people
right.
force the communication on both sides. I'm gonna make you tell me what you need from me, and then make the other person tell them whether or not they can handle it. I feel like
Yeah.
that is the way communication should probably go. But like a lot of us is like you just assume that's even like when people be busy and it's like, well, I didn't want to bother you because I know you be busy. But it's like, but you didn't ask me though. I could have had it. I could have not been busy at the moment, or I could have made time for whatever, you know.
Nope.
Um,
Give you extra work. Like, no. But you're right.
but
You're right. Not assuming that, that person can't handle it or whatever. Yeah, that's something I'm working on. I'm working on it. Not, you know. Yeah. So, I yeah, I need therapy. I need to go.
okay,
I really do need to find a therapist. I really do. But anyway, yeah,
all right,
I agree with that.
okay. So, what do you think is the best way to make sure that you feel your feelings, but you also don't take it out on others, especially if they aren't the cause and they are actually trying to support you? So, like, yeah, what is the best way to make sure you can do both? Feel your
Um,
feelings, but also not take it out on others.
well, I take a moment.
Mm-hmm.
I take a moment. And like truthfully, I get quiet. I take a moment. Um so I won't be disrespectful or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Like I kind of regulate my emotions. I care about other people. I just don't I am considerate. I don't want nobody to feel horrible from something that I've done.
Mm-hmm.
I just, so I'm going to take my moment and I'll let you know, hey, I need a moment. And I've done like I'm like, hey, I can't. I'm going to need some time. So, yeah, I mean, that's what I do. Um
Okay.
and that's all I
Self-regulate.
can.
Check yourself.
Yeah,
Be
like
aware. That requires
yeah,
some self-awareness. Yeah, it was
exactly.
a
Like,
general question.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think that does require some self-awareness and some consideration, because some people get in their feelings and they don't care about. It's only about how they feel. They don't
And
really
I don't
care
like that.
how whatever they do. It's like, well, it doesn't matter because whatever they're feeling takes precedent over everything else. So it's like
Mhm.
you cutting up because you feel some type of way, but now everybody else has to deal with that. And it's like, but they didn't do it. They weren't the cause, or they're trying to help you, or they're trying to be present, but you being a jerk.
Exactly.
I I feel like, yeah, it takes some self awareness and consideration and patience. Because even if they are the cause of your frustration, then you really gotta take a moment before you say or do something to make it even bigger. I know when I'm frustrated, I get quiet because I know I can be a jerk if I want it to be, or I got
Yeah.
a smart mouth. Like, so it's like, let me just stop talking real quick. But,
You see,
let
I don't do no talking. I'm just kind of like,
I'm just,
I'm
yeah,
not, I'm not
but
gonna
I'm saying,
argue.
like, to prevent anything escalating, I'm just not gonna say nothing.
Hmm.
Um, let's see. I was trying to see if there's anything else. I feel like, but at the same time, I guess it goes back to the conversation thing, because it's like
Of letting
you
somebody know.
it's because like you want to feel your feelings, you want to feel safe or free to feel your feelings without feeling like, but I don't want to, put nothing
Yeah.
on you or whatever. So it's like, be aware of what you're feeling or how you act when in whatever situations. And then
Mm-hmm.
I think it goes back to communication, because like, even if you feel like maybe like somebody's like, well, it's not that big of a deal, or like they're just not present, or and it's like, well, then that is your chance to be like, well, this is what I'm feeling though, or this is the
Mm-hmm.
situation and why I'm, you know. So
Yeah.
I guess it goes back. It go feel your feelings, self regulate, be considerate, and then at the same time it goes back to the communication part,
Yep.
I guess.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Slow to anger. Slow to speak. Okay, guys. I
Cause
think
you
I
don't
said
want
that
to have
right.
that reputation to be like, oh no, whenever any little thing go wrong, and they just be blowing up all the
They
time, and now
lose it.
people walking on eggshells around you, or they can't say nothing to you because they don't know how you gonna act or
Mm-hmm.
respond,
Yeah.
no matter what it is. Which leads to
Yeah.
my next question: can you support somebody and still hold them accountable?
Yes. Yes. I said in the beginning, look, I'll support you, but you are not going to disrespect me. Okay? I will stop you in your tracks right then and there. Just don't be talking me crazy, and let's be respectful to each other. But yes, yes, you could be supportive and hold someone accountable. Yep.
I
Mhm.
agree. You should be able to. I don't know if
Yep.
everybody is willing to accept it, but
It's not.
I feel like if you expect somebody to support you, you should also be willing to take whatever accountability. So, and it's not even just talking to me crazy. It's even if you're mad about something, I'm like, I'm gonna let you. I understand you're mad, feel your feelings, but you were wrong. Like, it could be even that type of thing,
Yeah. Yeah.
or it's like, maybe you're not looking at this the right way.
Yeah.
I feel like if
Yeah.
you're expecting someone to support you, you should also be willing to accept any kind of accountability. Now, of course, read the room. Let's not take the opportunity to beat somebody while they down. But
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
I feel like even if it's a comeback later, like, you take a day, I'm gonna let you take a day to cool off, and then you be like, I understand this is what happened yesterday. And you was feeling what you was feeling, but here are the facts, or here is where
Here's
you
what
could have
you
done it
not
different.
gonna do.
Yes.
She's not gonna do.
Um,
She's nah. Yeah.
okay.
It is very difficult. I have dealt with someone who, you know, doesn't. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why
Be willing to
I'm saying,
change. Be willing to, yes, if you want to be
or just
supportive,
accept
please be
it.
willing to accept. Like, we could be respectful on all sides in receiving and giving. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So when does stress stop being an explanation and start becoming an excuse? So like, when is
When
it
does stress
stop being an
stop
explanation? Be like,
being
okay,
an
this is my behavior
explanation?
because I'm stressed, or and well, yeah. And then when is it that it's no longer a valid reason? It's now just an excuse. It's like, well, I guess the way I was about to explain it was going to be my answer.
I guess when it it keeps happening and it's like nothing is changing for you to not um yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think when it becomes just so, it goes kind of, how people are like, well, that's just the way I am. I feel like that's when, like,
Yeah.
stuff
Like
like
they
that is an
accepted it.
excuse. I'm like, this is just
Mhm.
when things stress me out. This is just what I do, or it's like,
Yeah.
or so unchecked behavior. It was like, because I understand that everybody has a bad day. Some people they shut down or they lash out whenever they're stressed.
Mm-hmm.
Once you do one or either extreme, if somebody lets you know, like, hey, be aware of the people around you, and you still just act however you want to act and then just
You
blame it
don't
on
care.
stress, then
Mm-hmm.
then it's an excuse. But if it's just,
Yeah.
it doesn't happen often, it's like, okay, that person is just stressed or that person just had a bad day. But if you just cut up and I'm stressed, no,
Like
no,
you about to get beat
no.
up. I ain't about to lay my hands. You
Lord.
stressed? Nah. You are released, honey. Not. No. Yeah, that's unchecked behavior. I agree with that. I
Okay.
agree. I agree. Yeah. I agree. Lord.
Cool.
Mm.
Yeah, so communicate your feelings with your people. Show people how you need to be supported. Be willing to support other people. Be able to take criticism or feedback. Be like, hey, I didn't like that. Don't just be like, well, oh well. Make
Please
some
don't do that. Oh
adjustments.
my gosh. Oh my
um,
gosh.
let people know how you need to be supported. Don't just assume they know. Even no matter
Mm-hmm.
how long the relationship, the friendship, the whatever, no matter how long you've been in it, people learn different. They pick up on things differently. Things change. What worked for you in the past may not work anymore. You have to let that person know, hey,
Mm-hmm.
this is different. This is what I
Yeah.
need now. Um, yeah, and don't be just out here taking stuff out on people, especially if they were not the cause and they're trying to help you. Even if they're not trying to help you, if it wasn't their fault, don't you just be a tornado ripping through everything, tearing stuff up, and
Right. And on the other
they
end, don't y'all just be out here taking it.
also that let these folks know, hey, I understand you feeling your feelings, but what you not gonna do, or you are trying to make us all pay for whatever you just experienced. We weren't there, so cut it out. Especially when there's kids around, like parent couples. I think anybody deserves to be treated, fairly. But I just know, like, some kids have that story. It's like, oh, whenever mommy or daddy is like, so now they get this angry parent.
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
but yeah, you also, like I said earlier, you don't want that reputation in your friend group. You the one that's always popping off at everybody, and it's like, you go, why, what reason do they have to stay your friend if you always going off or cutting
I
up?
want level headed people around me. Level headed.
And then if you expect
Level
somebody to
headed.
date you and eventually marry you, you definitely got to get a handle on that, because you can't just be out here
Cause
cussing out your wife or your husband and expecting them to take it. Well, you my husband, you my wife, so you have to.
yeah, no.
No,
That's
that's not okay.
embarrassing. Yeah, it's not.
You get kicked out of
Mm-mm.
Disney.
Man, I wish a Negro would. Oh my gosh, the
Lord.
amount of anger. The amount of
Now we got to
anger to
fight.
get me kicked out at literally. To get me kicked out of Disney World.
Yeah.
We might have to get a divorce. No, I'm
Like, you know
just
what? This is it. That was the last
this
straw.
is
I'm out
it.
of here.
This was the cherry on top. We are getting a divorce. I'm sorry, Lord, but he has violated.
Lord.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is
Yeah.
crazy. Mm, mm, mm,
Yeah.
mm.
But
Where it's
y'all
just
let
a
us
bunch
know,
of kids and happiness.
and then you
Happiness and
over a
rides and
stroller, over a rented stroller.
a
All,
freaking
all they
stroller.
had to do was go to the counter and get another one. Like, just be like, hey, somebody stole our stroller. Here's our receipt. We did pay for one for the day. Like, I feel like there are so many other ways that could have gone, but it escalated to the
Stroller.
point. Yeah, it was over a
Stroller
stroller.
made you mad.
I mean, I get it. Why is somebody stealing our stroller? They didn't pay for it. We paid for it. I get it, but
Mm-mm.
it didn't have to get there. Um,
And it just makes me think like, what else when you're not now you're out in public.
Exactly.
What you doing at home?
Right.
Like, is
Especially
it
like when
worse?
she waited till they got back to the car or something, like away from everybody, and she was like, "You just embarrassed me, or you embarrassed us," and he lashed out about that. So it's like she didn't even say nothing in public, and he still, so
Get out.
for sure.
Mm-mm. That's
But yeah,
crazy.
you guys let us know. Like, do you agree with the original statement? Like, seeing Meg say something about Clay's mood swings, does that urge you to teach your kids to find somebody to support them, or do you teach? Do you see the value in teaching? Is it equally important to teach both sides? Sure, find somebody to support you, but also communicate, tell them how you want to be supported, and also don't use that as an excuse to dump your emotions or take out your frustrations on
Yep.
other people. And like you said, any level, you can work at the grocery store and have a
You could
bad
be the
day, but don't.
president. I don't
I
care.
understand your job is stressful, but what you're not gonna do is take it out on everybody for no reason.
Absolutely not.
Um,
Not because you go. If you want to deal with somebody on a high level, that's anybody. I don't care what level you on. I don't
because
care what your
everybody
career
gets
is.
stressed.
Uh, like it's different up there, boy. You better get
I
off.
guess you're saying it's more frequent or something, or it's more intense, but I still disagree.
In this climate, everybody's
Listen,
stressed out
yeah, everybody
on
can have
all
a bad
levels.
day. Yeah, yeah. I think that's why I disagreed with that because it's like, yeah, you should expect this. I'm saying I understand like certain things come with the territory. Yes, you expect bad days, but you don't expect it to be taken out on you. I don't think you should never expect that.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It's crazy.
but you guys let us know like what are ways to communicate how you would like to be supported. Um, what is the best way to be able to feel your feelings, but also not take it out? Like maybe what are some methods to like how to handle your feelings without taking it out on other people,
Yeah,
stuff that like that. Weigh in on any of the things we covered today, and if you want to weigh in on Keith Lee and the people mad at him for
that's crazy.
being kind and appreciating his wife and acknowledging the work that goes into bringing a baby here, let us know your thoughts on that as well.
That was crazy. I can't.
And
Let us
you
know,
know,
y'all.
yeah.
Let us know. Well, it is a business spotlight right now. We're having the business spotlight. Yay. So this business spotlight, we have shouted him out before. But we want to give him another shout out because he has some music out right now that I think everybody should, look for and listen to. Okay. Mike Teasy, if you guys remember him, he has a new album out on all music platforms called Chameleon. Okay. He has some heavy hitters on this album. He has Kiera Sheard and Erica Campbell are on this album. I am super
Nice.
proud, super excited that the track with Kiera,
It's good.
yikes. Okay. Yikes. I already hit him up. I was like, sir. But yeah, y'all look him up. You can find him on Instagram at the official Mike Teasy. Official Mike Teasy. You can look up all of his music, merchandise when he's touring, all of the things on his website at www.miketeasymusic.com. Y'all check out his new album Chameleon on all music platforms. He working. He out here working. I'm super proud. Super proud. And yeah, y'all just check him out. Give him some spins, okay? Give him some spins. Mike Teasy, y'all. Hit him
Yeah.
up.
Shout out to you.
Book
I'm
him.
gonna have to check it out.
Download his albums. All right, y'all. That is the business spotlight. We are so happy that you guys have joined us for another episode of Hey Fave. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Also, if you have a business that you would like to be shouted out and recognized, please make sure you scan the code, the QR code that's on the screen. And yeah, or if you know someone whose business need to be recognized, please let us know. Scan the QR code, let them know, or you can do it yourself, do it for them. Either way, we'll take it, okay? And yeah, we'll see y'all on the next episode. And hey, y'all calm down out here. Regulate your feelings. Okay? Your emotions. Y'all can do it. I believe in you. I'm praying for you. Okay? All right, y'all. Peace out. See y'all.
Bye.